So this is the sixth time come to Thailand, right?
I think fifth or
Fifth?
sixth time, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was here when I was 15 years old for the first time, and I kept coming back because I just love the country, and I've seen many places in the country, especially also the north in Chiang Mai. So yeah, I just love it here. So.
And how do you feel this time?
Very good, yeah. It's just a 24-hour trip for me this time, so
it's
yeah, it's really quick. So I would like to come back later for longer. So
we always welcome you. Come
Thank
back
you.
to Thailand, ใช่ไหม
Thank
คะ
you.
Okay, so please tell us about some of your memorable races as a professional athlete.
Memorable races?
Yes.
I have actually a nice story about the TCR. So I was at Giant headquarters in Taiwan, and I didn't actually realize that I have been riding on the last 5 generations of the TCR. So it started in 2011 when I was in the Raobank development team. And since then, I've been riding all last 5 generations. And I have a really nice story actually about the 7th generation, which was in 2015. I was in the Vuelta, the Spanish Grand Tour, and for the first time in my career I was riding for GC, so it was very exciting, and we had a mountaintop finish on Cumbre del Sol, it's called, and it was a fairly easy stage, so pretty flat but very windy in the beginning, so a lot of, it was pretty nervous in the peloton. So everybody nervous, fighting with each other. There was a big crash, and I crashed as well. People rode into my bike, and my bike crashed. So I had to
Your
switch.
bike crashed?
Yeah, my bike broke. My bike broke. Yeah. So I had to change to my spare bike, which you don't want as a professional rider. I mean, the spare bike is never exactly the same as your first bike. So then I changed, and I had the mindset like, okay, let's go. I just go for it. I will see what I do. And then I won one of my nicest victories actually in my career on the top of Cumbre del Sol on my spare bike,
Oh my
on
God.
my spare TCR. So my emotions and my relationship with Giant in general, but also especially with the TCR go way back, and I'm very excited to be here to launch the 10th generation.
Wow, did really good job with spare bike. TCR.
Yeah, I should always change back to a spare bike.
Okay. So, how you become a Giant brand ambassador?
Like Phoebe mentioned in her speech already, so on and off I was riding Giants the last decade during my professional career, more years on a Giant than not. I had a few years with different brands, but just because of sponsor reasons. With different teams, but I was always very happy to come back to Giant because I had my best results always on Giant.
Definitely.
Yeah. So then I decided to retire in 2020, 2022. Sorry. Yeah. And then we quickly got in touch because I still love riding. I just love the bike. I didn't want to ride it professionally anymore, but I was very eager to keep on riding, and I have always had such a nice relationship with Giant, and we get the best out of each other, I think. So we quickly got in touch, and we decided together, like, let's go and do this, and let's see what happens. And now we're here, and I think we're both very excited to be here and to be working together and to be launching the new TCR.
ก็ถามไปเมื่อสักครู่นี้นะคะว่ากลายเป็นแบรนด์แอมบาสเดอร์
You're
ยังไง
gonna translate the whole story?
Oh, just wrap up.
Okay.
Because one of
Good
staff
luck.
asked me and translate.
Yes.
So I'm gonna speak Thai a little bit for sum up. ก็คือเมื่อสักครู่นี้นะคะถามทางคุณทอมไปนะคะว่ามากลายมาเป็นแบรนด์แอมบาสเดอร์ของ Giant ได้ยังไงแต่ก็เหมือนที่คุณฟีบี้เมนชั่นไปก่อนหน้านี้นะคะว่าก่อนหน้านี้เราเคยสนับสนุนคุณทอมมาตั้งแต่เริ่มแรกที่เขาเข้ามาในวงการจักรยานแล้วก็มันจะมีช่วงที่เป็นรอยต่อนะคะที่ไม่ได้สนับสนุนแล้วก็หลังจากนั้นเนี่ยพอเขาประกาศว่าเขาจะเกษียณในวงการจักรยานเนี่ย2022ใช่ไหมคะเขาก็กลับมาพูดคุยกับทาง TCI อีกครั้งหนึ่งแล้วก็กลับมาสนับสนุนนะคะแล้วก็จะเห็นว่าเส้นทางความสำเร็จที่ผ่านมาของคุณทอมเนี่ยนะคะ คือเขาขึ้นมาเรื่อยๆแล้วก็มี PCR เนี่ยอยู่ข้างๆเขานะคะนี่คือความสำเร็จนะคะแล้วเขาบอกว่าทุกครั้งในเวลามาร่วมมือกันที่เนี่ยค่ะก็ร่วมมือกับ PCR นะคะก็จะมีอะไรใหม่ๆเข้ามาให้ลองนวัตกรรมใหม่ๆนะคะ so let's talk about TCR generation 10 and TCR generation 9 how different how do you feel
Obviously very good to change. But I mean the last generation. I only wrote last year since I started working with Giant.
Gen 9?
Yeah, the Generation 9, never as a professional. So they made a special bike just for me, so that was really cool, the 9th generation. And I immediately loved it. But now the 10th generation is just even cleaner, slicker, it's faster. So a little bit improved aerodynamics. It's lighter, it's stiffer. But it still has that real TCR feeling that I'm used to actually since 5 generations. So that the stiffness in the bottom bracket, that really defines for me the TCR. So that means that if you push on those pedals, the bike immediately wants to accelerate, you know? All those power that you push on the pedal immediately translate into acceleration and into speed on the bike. And that's what really defines the TCR. So that means that when you're climbing or you're coming out of a corner and you want to accelerate, it immediately goes. And that's that feeling I had with the last few generations, and they even improved it in the new generation. So yeah, I'm very excited.
เขาบอกว่าเป็นนวัตกรรมใหม่ๆคือตอนแรกก็คือว้าวมากับgeneration 9 แล้วนะคะซึ่งคือพอปั่นรุ่นที่ 9 ปีที่แล้วเนี่ยคือมันเร็วแล้วก็แรงมากแต่พอมาปั่นรุ่น 10 ปั๊บก็คือดียิ่งกว่าเดิมนะคะ so let's talk about Korean trip yesterday how do you feel and you come to Thailand very hot and going very cold
this is my weather I love the heat during my career already so my best results were always in the summer. So I'm really a good weather cyclist. I only ride when it's good weather. No, but I mean, Korea was very nice. It was my first time in Korea actually, so I was very excited. But it was very cold. So coming from 1 degree Celsius there to 35 this morning was a big shock.
Your finger is
Yeah. I even had because Japan and Korea were both very cold, and like I said, I cannot handle the cold really well. So I even had a little bit of frozen fingertips. But now it's 1 day Thailand, 1 day hot weather, and completely changed.
Do you know that Thailand we have 3 seasons? Hot, very hot, and extremely hot.
All right. Which season are we now?
Yes.
Which season is this now?
Very hot.
It's very hot.
And next month is going to be extremely hot.
I need to go back now.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So right now we have your fans here, and do you have something to talk to the fans?
Yeah, I'm just very happy to be here. Like I said, this is my 5th or 6th time already in Thailand, so it's one of my favorite countries. I've been here many times for holidays, but also for riding. So last time I was here, it was in 2022 when we went up to Chiang Mai and we did the Mae Hong Sondu. And we also did a social ride back then, and I was so surprised how popular cycling is in Thailand. I didn't know so many people were riding the bike, so I was very excited to be there back then, and I'm very excited to be here now, and I hope to come back soon. So thank you very much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed today and all the special bikes that are lined up there.
ขอเสียงปรบมือด้วยนะคะ And before you go to the break, okay, how to say thank you in Thai?
ขอบคุณครับ
Of course, last but not least, how to say hello in Thai?
สวัสดีครับ I forgot that out of Thailand. ฉันรักเมืองไทย
Thank you, Tom Dumoulin!